Welcome back.
Hello.
We're going to do 5 songs that are fairly well known, but we're going to do them a little differently because that's kind of what we do.
And this is Andy's concert. So hello to Andy. But just a reminder that if you'd like a concert or 1 or 2 songs either for yourself or somebody else, then you can find out about how to do that at patriciahammond.com/requests.
New page. Check it out. It'll be in the description, but a lot of people don't see the description. It's really funny. It's underneath. It's right there. Right there underneath.
People used to put it on screen more, but you can't click that.
Yes. So patriciahammond.com/requests. Not only will you have all the information, but we have a list of all the songs we've done thus far in these requests. And if you click on any one of those songs, you go straight to the video that has those songs.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Well, it was all right. If you know what you're doing, it's when you're doing something and you don't know what you're doing that it's really awful. But, you just... Anyway.
This is what I think. Let's play a game. Let's start the song and then see if they can guess what song it is. Because this has got a very interesting introduction.
Yes. Matt has done an arrangement for this that's very interesting. It involves a triangle, all sorts of things you can't see, unfortunately.
Got a little triangle here, got a glockenspiel here, got a drum here, this is a cajon, and this is a tambourine that I'm operating with my foot.
And there's
my contra guitar and some other percussion, and this is a ukulele.
And there's a
castanets.
Castanets and a nose flute, and also there's a metronome, which you can't see.
Can't see that either.
You can't see that.
Right.
Maybe in a future time we shall reveal the metronome.
So buckle up.
Buckle up. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people It's very interesting. Matt came up with this arrangement of sort of demented toy shop. Imagine. The irony of it is
Mechanical old-fashioned toy shop.
Yes. I've always seen it like that, and I'll tell you why. Because the first time I heard that song was in typing class in high school, and we were the last class to have actual typewriters before they just merged it with computer studies next door, and it was on computers. So there were proper, well,
that's interesting,
kind of 1980s typewriters that really made a clatter. And the teacher had been teaching that class, she was amazing, for years. And her technique was to use a Muzak version of Imagine for us to type to. So, D is like S, space, semicolon, space, G. That's how I heard that. So I didn't even know what it was called. It's like, that song, what's that song? And then I heard it, sometime a couple of years later went, oh, that's the typing song. So it's very funny he should come up with that.
That's really coincidental,
isn't
it?
It's very coincidental and very almost as eerie as your arrangement we've just
that coincidentally gave me enough time to set up for the next one. Excellent.
I'm always good for a long-winded anecdote. Now, Andy, you've asked for La Vie En Rose, which is so lovely. We're going to do it. We're going to do it in English. In the English, the version of English, the English language version, which came over shortly after it was written. Noel Gay Publishing Corporation obtained it in 1948. Well, they might have obtained it before then, I don't know. But they obtained it in 1948, and he set his most frequent or very frequent linguistic, or what do you call that, lyric collaborator, Frank Aiton, to put English words to it. And I think they're very singable. You can tell Frank Aiton, he also did the words for, what was it, Body and Soul?
That's right, yeah.
Body and Soul. So he's a very good lyricist, and he worked a lot with Noel Gay on his musicals and things. So he's very good with the singing word version. But when it became an iconic Edith Piaf associated song, not so long afterwards, I suppose, then another English version came out which referenced La Vie En Rose, which Louis Armstrong sang, thus obliterating this original English version, which is kind of just a shame because I really like it, so we're going to do it.
You happy with the music there?
Yeah, I'm happy with it here.
Okay, great.
It's called Take Me to Your Heart Again.
There we go. And that's why you all click subscribe to Patricia Hammond's songs, because show me somebody else.
Or unsubscribe.
Show me somebody else who's doing that. And, I just feel if people didn't, we'd be left with like one handful of songs in the world.
Yeah, you've got to. When you look into the origins of something, you always find an interesting story. Anyway, I do think these words are very singable. They're really nice, so that's why we're doing it. Take Me to Your Heart Again. Thank you, Andy. How soon the shadows would depart if you would give me back your heart. How life would take a rosy hue. Could we begin it all anew? Take me to your heart again. Let's make a start again. Forgiving and forgetting. Take me to your heart again and leave behind from then a life of regretting. Dearest, let's turn back the years. Let smiles come after tears, like sunshine after rain. I'm yearning for you by night and by day, praying I'll soon hear you saying I love you. Then we'll never part again if you will take me to your heart again. Take me to your heart again. Whoops. Oh, the music. Now, we're going to go to one. I mentioned that you could go to patriciahammond.com/requests to see all the things that have been requested thus far, which was because we kept getting requests for the same songs. This one would have been requested 3 times.
Really?
So it's here. You can request a song somebody's requested before if you would prefer it to be in a different version, say with Matt playing a different language, or Matt playing a different instrument. I mean, we may well do La Vie En Rose in French in the near future.
All I can say is stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
I.e., when I say that, I mean subscribe.
Subscribed, yes. And Matt may play another instrument in it. Well, he definitely will. Now, we're going back to Pub Song, that well-known designation. Anyway, as I was saying, this song would have been requested 3 times. As it is, Andy got in there first. If you want to see it again, you can always request it again and just say, Patricia, don't play that ridiculous auto harp. It was horrible. Please, can Matt play the harp in it? We will pay you, and you do it again with Matt playing the harp, for example, or something like that. But
now, this is...
I haven't even told you what it is.
Well...
Fields of Athenry.
Fields of Athenry. This is a banjolin as well. This is the Fields of Athenry. This is a banjolin. Not a mandolin banjo, as many people mix up. They call the 8-string version of this a banjolin, and it's just not.
It's just not.
I said maybe people would call a forte piano a piano forte, or a harpsichord, or an organ, or, I don't know, a spinet.
Spinet.
You just wouldn't, would you? It's made in 1920 in Birmingham, and it's showing some signs of age, including recently this machine head tuner that came off. So I guess it's without the pliers.
It's having a good time.
I'm trying to get it at least a bit. Right, I'm gonna go the folk tuning.
Okay. I'm playing with a velvet, what do you call that? A felt plectrum, so that it's not so plasticky sounding. Do we need to stop that thing and start it again, or?
Yeah.
Just
there we go. I'll go and do that now.
I'm gonna stop it and start it again. Everybody knows. Yes, I'm playing this felt plectrum on the back of a copy of Pagan Love Song from 1928. It says that if you play a ukulele with a felt plectrum, it will sound like a pipe organ. A claim that is, I mean, you get lots of claims on the backs of sheet music, like that you'll learn the banjolele in 2 weeks, or things like that, or 3 easy lessons, or what have you. But the fact that a felt plectrum will make your ukulele sound like a pipe organ is probably the most extravagant. In any case, it makes it sound less harsh.
You should do a video about that. Things that one
finds on the back of sheet music. That's an idea.
Right, here we go.
Yeah.
Is that an okay position?
That's fine for me. Can you?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they cut me down. Now you must raise a child with dignity. Lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, where we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbour wall, she watched the last star falling. As that prison ship sailed out against the sky, sure she'll wait and hope and pray for her love in the Botany Bay. It's so lonely round the field of Athenry. Lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love is on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry.
Yeah, I should say, Andy, I've never done that before. I must be the only singer on this planet who hasn't, so thank you.
I mean, a lot of people know that one, folk songs. But it's one of those folk songs that's not... It's a folk song, but it's not a folk song.
Exactly, it's
It's
a
a
folk
folk
song,
song.
but not a folk song. It's separate words rather than one word. Pub song, maybe. One word, pub song.
All right, over to the
All
piano I go.
right. That does it. The piano it is.
And back to Hoagie Carmichael, who we've had a couple of times
Carmichael.
in this.
Hoagie Carmichael, that guy. He was in a lot of movies in the 40s. I think RKO or Warner Brothers or both. I don't know. And he's remarkable. When you watch him, you have to remember, if you read the James Bond books, the only way he describes him as looking like Hoagie Carmichael. Which is Bond, yeah. So you see, which is quite funny because I wouldn't put Hoagie Carmichael as particularly suave. You know what I mean?
Different version, maybe. Different version of Swan.
Oh. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Interesting.
You're going to have to get right off that camera for
Okay.
my whole chorus intro.
Indeed,
And
so.
maybe, actually, maybe if you go
I'm fine here.
over there, then I could cut to that. Yeah, because I can't.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Just for the intro.
See what happens.
Did you tell them which one it is?
This is called Stardust, and it's one of those. I don't know. It paints a picture of a very beautiful place. Like, who sort of sits by a garden wall thinking about their love? I don't know. Maybe the 30s was a lot more sort of pastoral somehow. That you kind of paints a picture of a very beautiful house. Whatever this person is feeling, suffering with love and all that, at least they're in a very beautiful place. You know, that's totally irrelevant, but I don't know. I think about these things. time steals across the meadows of my heart. High up in the sky the little stars climb, always reminding me that we're apart. You wander down the lane and far away, leaving me a song that will not die. Love is now the stardust of yesterday, the music of the years gone by. Sometimes I wonder why I spend the lonely night dreaming of a song. The melody haunts my reverie, and I am once again with you when our love was new, and each kiss an inspiration. But that was long ago. Now my consolation is in the stardust of a song beside a garden wall when stars are bright. You are in my arms. The nightingale tells his fairy tale of paradise where roses grew. Oh, I dream in vain. In my heart it will remain, my stardust melody, the memory of love's refrain. Oh, sentimental. But you see what I mean? Nice house this person lives in. All these beautiful things. You can hear nightingale. I haven't heard a nightingale where I live.
People didn't want to
Some
really.
people have all the luck.
Yeah, he wanted to create a
A beautiful
world with his
A
sons.
beautiful world. Certainly the mention of Warner Brothers made you go off on an improvisation that would not be out of place in one of those films.
Well, I've been practicing a new instrument which may debut on this channel
It's
in the
very
coming
exciting.
weeks, and I've really hurt my finger. So playing octaves, spreading your hand apart like that on the piano.
Is a
Actually, I keep
solution?
forgetting about this camera. Spreading one's hand like that. Oh my goodness, it hurts.
Oh,
right.
I see.
Anyway, no one cares apparently when that's.
Oh.
You shouldn't waste your time and effort telling people.
Well, you do take a lot of risks when you're fixing up old, cheap instruments
True.
that have lots of things wrong with them.
Right, we're gonna sing a song now
Hard edges.
in a new version,
Yes.
specially created for this performance.
I was a little bit it was kind of I think we thought of the same idea for this.
It's funny.
Same time.
You're gonna need your little magic yellow box.
This is another song that would have been requested 3 times. So
far.
It could be so far, and it could be that people will hate it and go like, "I'll pay you £30 for you to do that again, but to do it properly this time." Anyway, I'll need my little box. That's always a warning sign. It's called Fields of Gold. It's by Gordon. What's his name? What's his real name? Gordon Jeffrey Gavin. He goes by Sting. Anyway.
Smythe. I don't know.
Smythe.
Some people are going to know that off by heart.
Of course they will. They'll know it.
A
I
lot.
don't. But I'll tell you all about all sorts of other composers. There you go. We each have our thing.
We've taken out a lot of his composing genius and replaced it with some
Something
less
else.
genius. But see what you think anyway. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
And
Thank you, Andy,
do
for your
subscribe.
request. You got one left. We're going to definitely include it in the next one.
Okay, on the form.
Yeah, fine. as we walk in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze a while upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. You'll remember me, will you be my love, among the fields of barley? We'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we walk in fields of gold. See the west wind move like a lover's soul upon the fields of barley. Feel her body rise when you kiss her mouth among the fields of gold. I never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left we'll walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. You'll remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. See the jealous sun in his jealous sky when we walk in fields of gold. And we walk in fields of gold. And we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. And there we have it. We had to. I mean, honestly, you've got yourself a folk instrument here. You got to do the folk thing.
And people seem to like folk music.
Different kind of folk, though. We're talking sort of Austrian. Anyway, if we did it in Austrian sort of dialect, that would be...
Somebody's just going to ask for that now.
Somebody's probably already done it. Anyway, thank you so much, Andy. And we have the rose yet to come.
Oh, hang on, wait a minute. I've just thought of a good deposit.
Deposit? What is it? Ooh. A deposit. Oh, yes.
Tune in. I know it doesn't fit me, but whatever. Tune in if you would like to hear more Austrian music.
Yes.
Right. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.